Over the past few weeks, I have been actively looking for new strategies for trading on the stock exchange for you, my dear viewers. Some were effective, some were brilliant, and some I'm already trying to forget. The last indicator I tried was one of them. Although it looked great on paper, it failed in practice. As a result, my deposit lost several $1,000s. My former colleague, with whom we had worked together in the hedge fund for 2 years, offered his help. He sent me 18 pages of small text. It was a tricky script that all the worst top traders now memorize to the hilt. Don't worry, there is nothing difficult here, especially for you. I have gone through this monster pile of text, extracted all the necessary and important information, and adapted these strategies to binary options. Now I'm ready to share my knowledge. You will learn a brand new trading mechanic for free in the next few minutes. Its development costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. You will see if I can use it to adjust my deposit. The basis of the strategy is a well-known indicator, the Relative Strength Index, or RSI. How does it work? First, let's turn on the indicator. Here it is. Before we look at the chart, let's see the average value of the period to 8. Then we will adjust it depending on the trend. A histogram appears on the chart below. It shows us the price movement within two zones, the overbought zone and the oversold zone. Now let's talk about the basic market setups. When the price moves sideways, the accumulation phase begins. We set two main parameters. The upper bought zone on this chart is 85 and the lower oversold zone is 40. When the chart touches the support line, we'll look at the approach to the level. Right now we see a strong approach on the chart. What does this mean? Pay attention to these 4 candles. Each subsequent candle is longer than the previous one. The chart is developing sharply and evenly downward. A strong approach always means market volatility. From the point of view of risk management, it is dangerous to open a deal at such a moment. For successful trading, you need to look for intersection with a weak approach to the level. We can see such an approach here. The first candle is long. It covers about 2/3 of the price drop. The 2 following candles are much shorter, and the third can be skipped altogether. At such moments, a predicted corrective movement occurs. It is easy to predict. It means you should step in with an investment. A few months ago, the inside RSI strategy was limited to this, but now it has evolved, and it is possible to use it for any trend on the chart. If the chart moves downward, we go to the indicator settings and lower the period to 5. Then we go to the styles and set the overbought zone to 65 and the oversold zone to 40. We need it for correct strategy operation. Next, our task is to build a resistance level, the upper level from which the price most often pushes off. The lower level is the support level. We have set them. We see a positive downward trend in the market. The price highs, the intersection of the chart with the resistance level, are constantly being updated. The situation with price lows is similar. If all intersections are below the previous one, this indicates that the downtrend will continue. If such a structure breaks down, we should prepare for price consolidation and sideways movement. If the market generally tends to fall, we should only open deals to the downside because the trend is our friend. Logically, we need to do this exactly when the RSI histogram touches line 65, and we can see a weak approach to the level. Remember these 3 points: a clear trend, intersection with a line, and a weak approach. You can start a deal when you see this combination on the chart. Now let's talk about the upward movement of the chart. Are these 3 points valid in the case of a general upward trend? Yes, when the price rises, we need to reconfigure our indicator again. We specify a period of 14, we switch to the style, we write the upper limit to 95 and the lower limit to 50, respectively, 10 points compared to the base values. Then the situation is symmetrical to the downtrend, only now we are not looking for price highs but for lows when the chart touches the support line. And we enter the deal not to the downside but to the upside. Again, I remind you of the 3 points: trend, intersection, and approach. All of these work the same way here. Now we understand how this strategy works. It's time to test it in real trading. It's always exciting because you can never be sure how a particular system will behave and how much profit it will bring. If you don't want to take the same risk as me and want to receive only selected high quality and proven binary options trading strategies without any chances of losing, join our free Telegram community. All the schemes outlined in it have bought me or my team members $10,000 or more. You can choose any of them and start earning money for a car, an apartment, or whatever you want. Now we will see if the RSI strategy is as great as the Wall Street clerks think. Now I have a little over $10,000 on my deposit. Before testing a few unsuccessful strategies, it was almost $3,000 more because I deposited $12,700 totally. Now we will try to get this amount back into our account. I hope everything works out because I don't want to drop the deposit even lower. Let's choose a good currency pair. This one looks quite promising to me. Let's set a 30-second time frame and configure the indicator to see it better. The chart shows that the sideways movement has recently stopped and the market trend is downward. Let's find the RSI indicator on the panel. Let's set it up as I explained earlier. Lower the period to 5 and set the upper and lower limits at 65 and 40 accordingly. Let's set the resistance and support lines. The indicator is ready to use. All we need to do is wait for the right moment and start a deal. Let's watch the price movement. This is our moment of glory. The chart has crossed the upper line and the approach here is weak. This is the perfect moment to enter a trade. Let's start with an average amount of $300. We are going to enter on the downside. It's a good start. Our $300 turned into $564. Let's wait for the next price high. I hope we will not have to wait long. Oh, this is our finest hour. The chart is now preparing to enter a price high again. The question is whether we are ready to increase the bet. But don't you know me? If there is an opportunity to take a risk, I'm always happy to do so. Let's bet $500. The price has reached its peak. Let's start the deal. Not a single candle even moved up an inch. We close the trade for $440 in profit. Here, many of you would have made a mistake. The chart has crossed the resistance line. It means that the price should have started moving downward. But again, we mentioned the 3 points you should check before starting a deal: trend, intersection, and approach. The trend is downward. The intersection is also clearly visible. But these few candles could bankrupt you right now. Well, they could have made you lose a few $100 at least. Don't chase every intersection, but carefully examine the approach. It is strong here. And after that, we don't see a price drop, but a slippage. The chart is not stable and has a high intensity of fluctuations. There is nothing to catch here. The downward trend continues, but my experience tells me that is about to end. I have everything ready to go. As soon as I see red, I will immediately make a bet. We are back to $500. Come on, come on, come on, we are in. We closed the deal in profits. Did you have any doubts? I didn't. Plus $607. It's great, but we are not going to stop. Moreover, the strategy is working. Take a look at the chart. Don't you notice anything? I do. That's why I have $11,000 on my deposit right now. I will give you a hint. Look here. Still nothing? That is where you would have lost. If you don't understand such trading tricks, I have a solution for you. My online marathon. There is nothing to understand there. Join our free Telegram community. Every subscriber has a chance to become a member. There we quickly accelerate in new deposits up to $5,000. All you have to do is follow our lead and count the money on your account while we analyze the chart and select strategies for you. Please hurry up! Community spots are limited to 100 members. Tap the Telegram link in the description or in the pinned comment under the video. What's wrong with the chart? Well, it looks like it's falling, as predicted. But look where this fall ended. It ended at the same level as the previous drop. It means it's time to rewrite the settings of our indicator because the market has consolidated. The sideways movement is starting and we must be ready for it. Let's go to the settings. We set our standard period to 8. The overbought zone will start about 85 and the oversold zone will start from 40. We drew new resistance and support lines. That's it. The other two indicators, the approach and the intersection, work for us. We are waiting for them, and it seems to me that we won't have to wait long. The chart is already moving upwards. It's very close to the line we need. And know the approach. A high candle, several small ones. What kind of approach? The weak one. That is the one we need. I'm ready to put $1,000 down at any time. Again, we wait for at least a tiny red candle to appear and start immediately. A very intriguing moment. You sit like a hunter in an ambush, ready to react instantly to any movement. Here it is. Let's put in it. The candles are going down. It's just incredible. One strategy works out the money for several previous ones. Can you believe it? One clever click of a mouse and $1,000 magically turns into $1,880. The $2,000 mark has been reached. That's great, but I have a thought in my head. Maybe I should stop playing these childish games and enter the deal with a serious bet. Let's say $1,000. If the bet pays off, we will recoup all the money we have lost over the past few days in just a minute and even make a profit. And the video will have a beautiful ending. It sounds very tempting. Shall we take a chance? We have to wait for the right moment. You can already see on the chart that I missed a series of intersections. Yes, the chart bounces between lines like a ping-pong ball. But now we see a great struggle between two major players in the market, which is why all approaches are strong. And you can see for yourself what unpredictable periods they turn into. No, we need a weak approach to the line. Only in such conditions we will be able to bet $1,000 and not lose. I think the right opportunity will present itself in seconds. Not even a second after I say that, a big movement, several low candles, and everything is moving towards a reversal. We're going to win now. We are going to hit the jackpot. I can feel it. The only thing left to do is wait for the tiny green light. Are you ready? There was a green candle. Everything's going so well right now. I don't even see anything to worry about. I'm starting to think about filming videos for you while lying on a deck chair. Because it's so easy. You don't even have to get up. And plus $1,116 is just a fairy tale. I think before I go celebrating, I need to summarize the results. We recovered all the money lost on my deposit in a few trades and made a good profit. In total, we raised $3,124 today. It is a very reliable strategy. It hasn't failed me once today. The only drawbacks are that it needs to be adjusted to market trends. Often and sometimes it takes a long to wait for the right moment. If you want to find other strategies with 98% chance of winning, join my free Telegram community. But remember, only 100 people will be able to join the community, so hurry up! And of course, there is a marathon for you there, where we earn to $5,000 every week. Immediately subscribe to the channel and watch other videos on the channel.